GM, everyone. Hello to everyone dialed into the space already. I am amazed every time I dial in that there are hundreds of people already there to listen to what's happening all across FSL ecosystem. Hello, Jan. Hello, Lucas.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Awesome. So we've got lots lined up and it's something really big to talk about today. You guys excited?
Yes.
I can't wait for you to drop the alpha, to be honest.
Nice. Jan, you are all ironed up to drop all the alpha today. I bet everybody's super excited to listen from you.
Yes.
Right. So before we move any further, you are now put, no more travels till the end of this year or any event that people can follow you on?
No, I'm pretty much, since the last town hall, we basically go back and working on, the things. And yeah, so now for today's town hall, we're going to talk about the things we've been teasing for a while. So yeah, everything is in order and been working on, the project for a while. So let's talk about it.
Awesome. Okay, so just some housekeeping for everybody tuned in. We will be, as usual, giving away 2 STEPNGO activation codes, and that each include a sneaker. So do make sure to listen until the end. All right, so everybody, let's start with probably one of the biggest news of this year. If you've been following our X accounts, you've probably seen some teasers from Jan, from FSL, and you may have an idea of what is going to be talked about. And that is going back to the roots of community decentralization and a massive GMT burn. Jan, floor is yours.
Okay. So this has been a very long-term project for us. Around beginning of this year, we're starting to approaching to all the investors and advisors and gradually buying back their GMT. And it took a little bit more than 6 months for us to finish everything so that we are just in time to announce this. From this month, we will be able to control all the vested GMT onward. So in total, we have bought back roughly 600 million GMT, and this GMT supposedly will be released in the next 10 months. But now, because we have bought them back, we will donate this 600 million GMT into the ecosystem fund. Now is managed by the GMT DAO. So the community has put forward a proposal where for 60 days, people can vote and burn all of this GMT by locking their GMT in burngmt.com. So I think this is, by far the craziest idea. I don't see any other people attempting this type of a magnitude. All future GMT are ecosystem funds and move turn allocations. So this means from November, they will only be ecosystem fund and move to earn GMT vested. And they are in total roughly 27%. So we are now talking about 73% vested, finished, and 27% unfinished. And out of this 27%, it will take another 6 years to unlock all of them. So the monthly vesting from now is very much neglectable. and GMT should be considered fully circulated after the burn event.
Wow. So I think two really big things to unpack here. One is that we're now going to see a GMT DAO, which is going to manage the ecosystem funds. And secondly, all of the investor and advisor tokens that would have been vested for the next 10 months, amounting to roughly 600 million GMT, have been bought back and they're now going to be put to vote. So how will this work, Yon? Let's tell the people how can they participate and maybe earn some rewards.
Sure. So if people are holding GMT, they will be able to head to a burn website called burngmt.com. At the moment, it is just a landing page, but on Thursday, we will make the website live. The vote will take place via a lock mechanism. Locking 100 million GMT will allow the GMT DAO to burn 10 months of the advisor allocation. Locking 500 million GMT will allow the DAO to burn the team allocation. And locking 900 million GMT will basically enable the GMT DAO to burn everything. So all three add up to 600 million GMT. And we'll do this in a 60 days duration. It will start from the 21st of November, and it will finish on the 20th of January, 2025. So the lock of the GMT is a hard lock. Once you lock, you cannot withdraw until the 20th of January, 2025.
Amazing. So a total of 900 million GMT would need to be locked, post which a total of 600 million GMT would be burned. Wow, that's taking 1.5 billion GMT out of circulation supply. That's amazing. But there is a very interesting part of this where people who are going to lock their GMT to vote for the burn will get some rewards. And I hear about some special NFT hat as well. Do you want to talk about that, Jerry? Yon?
Yes. So when you are locking your GMT, you will automatically get a Make GMT Great Again hat. It's a red hat NFT. This NFT will act as a badge of participation. So it shows that you were part of the burn voting process. So in this NFT, you will see several metadata representing different things. And you can see your reward. You can also see how much has been locked, so on and so forth. So there are 6 metadata. So once it go live, you can check it out yourself. The DAO has a secondary proposal whereby holding this NFT may make you eligible for a daily GMT airdrop as long as you are participating in the burn event. So should the second proposal pass, the GMT DAO will airdrop 100 million GMT reward to the people participating in the event, proportional to the GMT locked.
So if we're getting the maths right, at the locking of 900 million GMT, users stand to get 100 million GMT in rewards. That is an unparalleled reward ratio. And these rewards are going to be dropped in proportion to GMT locked for the day. Yes?
Yes.
Awesome. So will this means that the quicker people lock their GMT, the more days they can get rewards?
Yes, because this is a limited time only vote event. The reward is basically proportional to the GMT being participated. So there have several basic implications. One is if people lock their GMT quicker, for example, from day one, they will get the full 60 days of reward. If they lock it halfway, they get 30 days. If you lock the last day, you're going to get 1 day reward. And also, the less GMT locked in a particular day, the more GMT people will get if they lock their GMT. So basically, just give you an example, if we take things to the extreme, if say day one only 100 GMT locked, then the 100 GMT user will share a pool of 1.67 million GMT airdrop. So that's basically how things work. We'll drop a fixed amount of GMT every day, disregard of how many tokens being locked. The less the GMT being locked, the more the airdrop, and vice versa. The reward will only be airdropped at the end of the 60 days lock. And the reward information will be reflected from the metadata of the NFT.
I love how we have taken a simple NFT and made it completely utilitarian. So from the outset, it might look a very mimetic NFT, which is your Red Hat MGGA NFT that people will be able to see soon and have seen a glimpse of on our teaser website, which is burngmt.com. But within that NFT is the metadata that will tell people what votes they have accumulated, how much airdrop are they eligible for, and once the claim started, how much they have claimed. I think that's really good for people to have transparency, and all of this voting will be on chain and we'll use Polygon. So that was some dense 11 minutes of information. And I just want to summarize that for people who are listening in and reiterate because it's really big. So community can now lock some GMT and vote on the burn. This burn is basically to decide the fate of 600 million GMT that would have been vested in the next 10 months, but have now been bought back by the team. To vote, you will have to get 100 GMT ticket, which is a minimum participation ticket. You can obviously lock much higher amounts, which will make you eligible for much higher rewards. This NFT will contain a metadata that will record the eligible votes, accumulated vote, eligible rewards, and claim rewards. At the end of the 60 days, which is what the voting in the GMT lock period is, if the community votes wholeheartedly, GMT will be burned on an ongoing basis once the voting ends. And I don't think we said this before. Once the voting finish, at the end of the 60-day period, of course, you will have the option to unlock your GMT and claim rewards. But more importantly, you will also have the option to choose to continue to lock your GMT and vote for future proposals on DAO and continue to earn more rewards. And should anybody listening now or later, or any member of our community have any proposals to send, we will release an email ID for GMT DAO where they can send us their proposal. Jan, anything to add to this?
Yes. So I need to make a clarification on the lock. So for the first 60 days, the vote to burn 600 million GMT, these are the hard lock, meaning that you cannot withdraw halfway through. And for all the future voting, it will be a soft lock, meaning that people can withdraw anytime they want. So this is a key difference. So after the 60 days, people will be able to continue to lock their GMT to participate in the lock, but anytime they want to withdraw, they can do it.
Indeed. That is brilliant. And the fact that it's all on chain ensures that people will have full visibility to the votes being cast and to the rewards being shared. And what is also very exciting is that it also paves the way for future proposals for GMT DAO. So basically on all FSL products on STEPN, Gas Hero, More, Door, our future launches, we can now hear the community and respect their decisions. All right, so in our future communications, we will be publishing the email ID where you guys can send the proposals to. We will also share a separate website where all the future voting proposals will be put to a vote.
Yeah.
Anything further to add, Yon?
Yeah, so pretty much everything will be done on chain, so that is traceable, accessible, and visible. Also the burn transaction, the DAO decisions, airdrop, which also people can check online for verification.
Awesome. So I guess the question that everybody has right now is, when does this go live? We're targeting to make this live on 21st Thursday, after which the users can head to burngmt.com to lock their GMT, vote on the burn, and get the MGGA NFT as the badge of participation, which will have further details. Secondly, all of the metadata in the NFT will capture how much GMT is being locked by the user, how much are they eligible of that 100 million GMT airdrop at the end of the day. And lastly, once the 60-day voting period ends on 20th of January 2025, you can, of course, either choose to unlock your GMT and claim rewards, or choose to continue locking it and earning future rewards. Jan, this is a big step for us. Getting to see GMT DAO, getting community to participate. How do you feel about this?
I think we just make the whole process 10 months faster. And we are just putting the GMT into full circulation ahead of the sort of schedule. So having a DAO representing the community interest, I think, is now important as we are now into the full circulation. And the direction with vote that representing the community concern also is what we aim to do to have the whole project fully decentralized. So we need to go through certain process for voting and proposal, but once passed, the DAO will supervise and execution of all the decisions made by the community.
Amazing. And just like how we have acted on community feedback to get this DAO to get to a position where they can use their GMT to earn rewards, there is another piece of feedback that we've been hearing of late, especially from STEPNGO community, and we've acted upon it. Thanks to all of your feedback, we are now officially pausing all STEPNGO sneaker primary sales from us on Rafflemints for the next 6 months. Jan, do you want to break it down for us?
Sure. So we probably need to make more clarification because people might be misunderstood. So it is no more new primary sales, sneaker sales on STEPNGO, meaning that not selling from like a Rafflemint or Genesis sales. So we are pausing that, which is basically taking the community feedback. And we are now trying to focus on a more balanced and sustainable ecosystem for the future of STEPNGO.
Awesome. Yes, so I think you've already clarified, but a lot of people had questions. So our official account won't be releasing any new STEPNGO sneakers, either in-app, but the in-app marketplace and the More marketplace continue to remain open and functioning live. So players can still buy and sell sneakers from each other, and the trading is completely live.
Yeah. So we are putting our perspective into a big picture of the ecosystem sustainability of STEPNGO.
Wonderful. Now moving on to STEPN OG, I know the team has been working on an update for a while, and there are 2 key things that we are aiming to roll out before end of this year. Jan, how much can we share today, or do we still have to wait till the next town hall?
I think we are now pretty much halfway through our pipeline, so we will be able to talk about it. meaning that we will be making some catch-up work on the OG STEPN with the release of the new Resilient Gem utility, and also new product update before or by December. So we'll be able to put out one, not major update, but one, I think, a fair size update by December for OG STEPN.
Wow, I'm sure the community is already having some sort of excitement hearing the res gems because they've been overdue and we deeply acknowledge that. So what I hear you saying, Jan, is definite res gem utility coming on STEPN before end of this year, as well as another product update. Okay, so we can't share more, but the work is progressing. And maybe we can have an early town hall in December to talk a little bit more about it, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, now talking of STEPN, we announced something really big yesterday. It is, pun intended, a record-breaking partnership and truly historic and epic for us. We've been at it. The team's been working hard at it for a while now. And yes, we all of us, the STEPN community, will be attempting a Guinness World Record. And to achieve this goal, we definitely need every single one of you to get involved. Lucas, I want to bring you in. Tell us a little bit more on what kind of record are we trying to break? Give us the details.
Yes, sure. So as you may have seen from our posts on Twitter, Instagram, social medias, you may have seen the countdowns as well in STEPNGO. We are attempting a record, a Guinness World Record, for the most people to complete a 1 mile distance remotely within 24 hours, and the most people to complete a 1 mile distance in 1 hour. And for the people who, like me, don't know what 1 mile is, it's 1.61 kilometers.
Indeed. So it's safe to do a 1.7 or maybe 1.8 kilometers for those who work in kilometers to get your run registered. We need to make this happen, community. This is our time to shine. So, Lucas, tell us exactly how do we break this record and make it absolutely clear in terms of date, time, sneaker, energy, anything that is required. So there's no confusion or weakness.
Sure. So let's start with the basics. You need to have a STEPN or STEPNGO account, of course, and open the app on November 23rd and complete a 1 mile distance. Either walking, running, doesn't matter. Like I said, the record for the 24-hour attempt will be on November 23rd in UTC times. So from the beginning of the day until the end of the day in UTC time. And for the 1 hour attempt, it's from 9 to 10 a.m. UTC. So I repeat, on the 23rd of November, for the whole day for the 24-hour records, and from 9 to 10 a.m. UTC for the 1 hour records. And then it's as easy as that. You don't have to have a sneaker or energy. If you do, that's good. If you don't, doesn't matter. You can also participate and just register 1.61 kilometers, and then you are into the record attempt.
Awesome. Very simple, very straightforward. So November 23rd. That's the day, guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Saturday.
Yes, it is. It is Saturday this week.
It's Saturday. So hopefully you can get a breath from your work. Maybe this is the time to spend with family, with your friends, with community, with STEPN. All of us at work have our calendars blocked for the day. So we sure will be running. And we hope to be together in spirit. And Lucas, there's always a badge, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. So this time we prepared a badge, but only if you record the 1 mile distance. So you gotta do that 1 mile distance if you want the badge.
Wonderful. And of course, this gives us a bragging rights, doesn't it? Who doesn't want to say they contributed to a Guinness World Record holder, right? So I'm sure I'd have fun talking about it. In addition, we also get a co-branded sneaker.
Exactly, yes. We'll have a total of 300 OG sneakers, so STEPN OG sneakers, as a raffle mint on more, which starts today, actually. It's already started and lasts until November 22nd. So you just got to go to more and log some GMT to get a chance to win that sneaker. And then you might even be able to enter that record with the sneaker branded on Guinness World Record.
Wow. So these are actually Guinness World Record branded sneakers. I think that's amazing. And I really want to give a shout out to our BD and marketing team for making this happen. It is kind of a dream come true for a Web3 project to come to this stature. And Lucas, we're not stopping at one badge or one raffle.
Yes, exactly. So we've got even more epic rewards lined up. So for the record breaking day, and that's an alpha, by the way, it's not announced yet. But in addition to the badge, we will be raffling a total of 300 record packs for participants. So what's a record pack? We'll have two different kinds, one for STEPNGO, and they will have a chance at winning a locked sneaker and a unique sharing page. So we're giving away 50 of those. And for the STEPN users, we've got 250 uncommon shoeboxes with a custom app background, to give away for those that complete a 1 mile distance on the D-Day. So, that's the perfect occasion to add that to your collection.
How cool. A badge, then a OG sneaker, then exclusive record packs. You guys are just pulling out all stops. But I think you've still not shared the most special information yet. We have some exclusive alpha coming on this partnership as well. Lucas, Jan, do we have permission to share?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, wow. Okay, let's do it then. So yeah, even more rewards on the 23rd. So during the 24-hour record attempts, we will be tripling the GST earning on STEPN. And that's not all. Like I said, we have a 1 hour period attempts from 9 to 10 a.m. UTC on the 23rd, and we will be doubling the GGT earning for this hour on the 23rd. So you've heard right. We've quintupled the rewards for logging a 1 mile distance on the record breaking day on 23rd. So you just have to join us, start STEPN, and then you get rewards.
Stop the press. All right. So a never before double GGT earning event and a triple GST earning event. Awesome. Like we needed any more incentives. So do watch out for these amazing OG sneakers, record packs, badges, and these triple GST and double GGT earning events. Lucas, this is next level.
It is. It's going to be massive, to be honest. I'm already imagining thousands of STEPN users worldwide, all working or running their 1 mile, earning the triple rewards, the double GGT, and sharing the historic moments. So to make it count, you have to remember, you need to start and finish your 1 mile distance on the day of 23rd in UTC time. So from 12 a.m. until 11:59 p.m. UTC on November 23rd, you have to make sure to check that your run is valid, so over 1 mile and during the time I just said, and check with your time zone, of course. And for the 1 hour attempt, make sure to complete your mile between 9 and 10 a.m. UTC. And basically we want to see everyone celebrating. So we just want to see people doing their 1 mile, sharing it on Twitter with the hashtag STEPN GWR for Guinness World Record, and tagging us, STEPN Official, including the video, screenshot of your run, pictures of you with your family running outside. We want to see it everywhere on Twitter.
Wow. That's amazing. And Lucas, just from a personal level, I want to share something. One of the biggest highlights of working this insane in Web3 is actually seeing a live impact that STEPN makes on people's lives. I think it's unparalleled to some of the even Web2 products, let alone Web3. And the first time that we did Step in Ember, I think that was perhaps one of the first few times that we encouraged a contest with hashtag Step in Ember, where people would share their runs, their jogs, their stories, their life histories, and we like sort of broke it up in 4 different weeks. And so 1 week was health, 1 week was stairs, 1 week was different places, and it was just honestly emotional for me to see the length and breadth of the impact STEPN has, the influence STEPN has in terms of geography, in terms of community, in terms of lives. And these videos, these pictures are so real. So guys, please do use the hashtag STEPNGWR and do tag us to share these video and screenshots. It just really makes our day to go through it. And I'm sure you'll enjoy each other's snippets as well. Jan, what are your plans for 23rd?
I'll just probably use me and my wife's mobile to run twice.
Ooh, make sure Smack doesn't tag you if you're running together.
I'll do it separate. I'll do it separate.
Do it separately. All right, love it, guys. 2 really, really big pieces of news for us with GMT Burn and this dream come true partnership with Guinness World Records. Talking of legendary moments, we had an amazing partnership that we just concluded with Snoop. Lucas, how did it go?
It went extremely well. Honestly, we talked about last time. We are extremely proud to be able to partner with such big names and brands. And Snoop was no less than the previous partnerships we had for STEPNGO. So we got a total of over 10,000 tickets entered, which equivalent of 161 million GMT locked in the raffle. And I mean, you've probably seen it all over your feed on Twitter. The hype was next level.
Indeed. It was, it's like community showed up, really showed up for this one. And they showed up on X this time. And I'm really, really confident and hoping they will show up in IRL for the Guinness run.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, we just had a new raffle mechanism on X. So it was very successful. We've seen a lot of people sharing the run with the Snoop Dogg page. And that feedback from the community on the process, on how to apply, etc., was very valuable because it was our first time trying that. And we'll definitely refine the process and make adjustments to make it more clear and more smooth in the future. But that's definitely something we'll do again. More fair for the community and more fun as well. So no reason to not do it again.
Awesome. Awesome, Lucas. You know, with STEPN, a lot of us are sort of achieving the milestones that 3 years ago we would have not thunk that a Web3 project can do. And possibly working with a rap icon like Snoop, working with Guinness, are some of them. Lucas, how does it feel to you now you're spearheading some of these initiatives on STEPN and STEPNGO side with the BD team?
Yeah, it's really awesome, to be honest, to be able to work with such prestigious brands. It's incredible to think that we've launched STEPNGO a few months ago and started with a G-Shock partnership as if it was nothing. It was actually huge, and that got kicked off like crazy, a records number for the raffle, then Adidas, then Snoop Dogg, and it's just the start. Right now, we are working with Guinness World Record to beat the most amount of people to run 1 mile in 24 hours, in 1 hour. So every collaboration we are doing is with a top name, and that's just mind-blowing.
Amazing. And we have only one person to thank for, and that is our community. You guys make this happen. So thank you for showing up for STEPN, for STEPNGO, for FSL brands and products. And we will continue to strive hard to work on our products to make our ecosystem thriving and growing. All right. Lucas, as I'm saying this, I can't believe we are literally on the close of 2024 with probably just one town hall left. Are we going out with a bang?
Yes, we do. Like every year, we are ending on a cool note, and we are planning some fun events to close out. So, yeah, like usual, we are putting together the classic end of the year recap for this year.
Perfect. So we have 2024 recap to look forward to. And I know Jon is not traveling anymore till the end of this year, which might disappoint some ladies and gents. But we do have some awesome champion events coming up. It's time to give them a shout out, Lucas.
Yes, exactly. So we have two events on the Guinness World Record Day, so 23rd. We have an event in Rio de Janeiro with Kleber and an event in Hanoi with Shu from Japan and Miki from Singapore. And we have a third one on the 30th of November with Walker Kim in Korea, in Seoul.
All right. Well done. And thank you, Kleber, Mickey, Shu, and Walker Kim. And we have recently seen Pi Launcher complete a series and battery of events across the world. So thank you, everyone, for putting in this amazing effort day after day, month after month for STEPN and STEPNGO and FSL community. Okay, now it's time to move on to community questions. But just before we do that, how about giving away the first code, Lucas?
All right, I'll try to be as clear as possible. Tell me if my French accent is a bit too much, is not clear. So the code is small e, small l, 8, small o, capital A, 3. So I repeat one more time. Small e, small l, 8, small o, capital A, 3. And I'll send it in the chat of the space, of course.
All right, we move on to my favorite section of the town hall, which is where we tackle with community questions directly. We've just picked up some questions from you guys. So Jon, shall we get ready?
Yes.
Okay. I love it how you're always excited and yes to answer questions. Fantastic. That's founder energy. Okay, the first one. So will the GMT DAO be only for burning GMT or also for other things like product related in future?
Yes. So the first vote is GMT burning, but we will have an ongoing vote event. So the DAO will propose a different agenda for community to vote in the future. So the GMT DAO will continue to operate.
Indeed. And we will encourage community participation as well. So we will publish an email ID where people can send in their proposals. We will publish a website where all the future voting cycles will be held, most likely on a quarterly basis. All right. Next one, easy peasy. Is there a minimum amount of GMT required to vote, Jon?
The minimum is 100 GMT to be eligible for participation on the vote.
Wonderful. How much GMT are we expecting to burn each month?
It really depends on if we can hit the required threshold. For example, 100, 500, and 900 million GMT locked will equal to 60 million, 230 million, and 600 million burn in 10 months. So in average, if we achieved a 900 million GMT lock, we're looking at a 60 million GMT burn on a monthly basis for 10 months.
Wonderful. Is there a specific amount of GMT locked to reach for the GMT to be burned? I guess you just spoke about it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And don't worry, guys, once burngmt.com is live on 21st Thursday, it'll have all of the details and all of these answers to your questions. Okay, so does locking a larger amount of GMT result in receiving an enhanced NFT or a greater share of the airdrop rewards?
No, it's everybody got a same NFT. It is just the metadata will record your personal reward quantity and also GMT log.
I mean,
and also
no to
other
the
information.
NFT, but
Yeah.
yes to the rewards, right? So the
Yes,
question
yes.
is split in two parts. Does it have enhanced NFT or greater share of rewards? So not an enhanced NFT. The NFT is just a way that NFTs should be, which is a ledger, a virtual ledger, not just a digital JPEG. So here, NFT acts as a ledger to record all the information regarding your vote, regarding eligibility of your drop, regarding the amount you can claim. To the second part of the question, which is, will it be eligible for greater share of airdrop rewards? Absolutely yes. all the airdrop rewards are shared from 100 million GMT pool, which are dropped in proportion to the amount of GMT locked for the day. Okay, the next question is the GMT burned from voting people's locked GMT? Oh my God, Jan, we definitely need to address this question.
So the advisor, investor, and team GMT will be subject to burn, not the user's GMT. So user will only need to lock their GMT to participate in the vote. And in the future, if they continue to lock their GMT, they can continue to participate in the vote and get some airdrop. So when they are locking their GMT not going to be burned. Is that clear?
100% clear, and I'm just going to reiterate this. So no user GMT will be burned ever. On the contrary, users stand a chance to win GMT rewards depending on their participation. Okay, next question is about GMT DAO. Who are the members of GMT DAO and how can I join?
Okay, so GMT DAO is a council that share no association with FSL team, but they are have very good reputation within the Web3 ecosystem. They all are either founders or they are investors. So they are for sure will make the right decision.
And how can you join? By just holding GMT. If you're a GMT holder, if you believe in our ecosystem, if you want the good for our ecosystem, think for the future, you are a member of GMT DAO and you can send us your proposal at an email, and you can also check out our website later to check out the future voting cycles. Fantastic. And we usually wrap up with a fun question, Jan. Mostly it's for you this time. Somebody wants to know my favorite sneaker. My favorite sneaker actually launched at the time of More and STEPN, and they were cat-shaped. I have one of them and it's really cute. So I love it. Jan, which is yours?
Just let me think. I'm actually just always using the what is it called? The Catalina Will NFT. Yeah, because the NFT that one work well with the Adidas background because I have the red one, so everything's red.
Everything's red. And now we're going to paint the town red with the very vibrant red burngmt.com. So guys, 2 dates to look forward to. 21st of November, gmtburn.com goes live, where you can head to lock and earn rewards. 100 million GMT to be distributed in rewards with fixed GMT rewards for every day. And at the end of the day, if we achieve 900 million GMT that are locked, we can distribute 100 million GMT in rewards, as well as continue to vote for future cycles and earn more rewards. That's the first date. And the second date to look forward to is 23rd of November, which is when you have to run to get us breaking Guinness World Record. So exciting. Jan, anything to sign off on?
So just having the timeline in order. So in 48 hours, we will release the burngmt.com on the 21st. And on the 21st, people can now participate in the Burn GMT event. And 48 hours after the people lock their GMT on the first day, they need to then go to participate in the Guinness World Record. So 2 hours, 2 major events in this week.
Amazing. Lucas, anything else from your side?
Yeah, I'll just conclude with reminding people to set an alarm at 9 a.m. UTC on the 23rd and go run for that double GGT, triple GST, and break that record. That's all for me.
Wonderful, guys. I'll see you on 21st on gmtburn.com, as well as on 23rd, running with your STEPN and STEPNGO apps. Meanwhile, have a very, very, very good start to winters if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, and possibly summers if you're in Southern. Either way, festive season is beginning. Have a very good time with your friends and family running with STEPN, and see you in the next town hall in December. Bye.
See you guys.
Bye bye.